For those of you who are listening for the first time, is a 1 hour show, and what I do here is remind you of the bigger stories that Nigeria talked about this week. Why do I do this? Because a lot happened in Nigeria every day, and you run the risk of forgetting the important things you intended to follow up on. So as we go into the weekend, my job here is to remind you of these big stories so that you can follow up with the stakeholders involved, government, your representatives, NGOs, civil society organizations. You can stay on top of your game throughout the weekend until the next week when we begin all over again. So that's what I'm going to do for the next 1 hour. As usual, I'm live on Facebook and YouTube. You can join the show there and leave me your comments and thought. I hope the phone lines would cooperate right now. I hope it does. If it doesn't, we'll have to stay with Facebook, stay with YouTube, Twitter, as well as WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 08095985705. Yep. And if you're on Twitter, use the hashtag NigeriaInfoMCF. Big disappointment this week. Yeah, some jubilation and then huge disappointment following that. Tuesday's amendment exercise, lawmakers rejecting special seats for women in parliament. Also, as negotiations with ASU this week went south, evacuation of Nigerians also beginning this week. Queues all over Lagos State this week, and the president in the midst of that went off to Kenya. Those are some of the stories you'll hear on Hot Takes this morning. If you're ready, I am. Let's go.
Hot Takes with Wemimo Adewuni.
Earlier in the week, the National Assembly started the clause-by-clause constitutional amendment. The lawmakers amended an array of bills from governance to economy, but they rejected special seats for women in parliament. Lawmakers passed a bill providing a minimum of 20% for women in ministerial or commissioner nominee roles. 81 lawmakers voted in favor of special seats for women in the national and state houses of assembly. About 3 times that number voted against having more women lawmakers. But the lawmakers saved their blushes when they passed a bill providing 20% minimum ministerial or commissioner nominee roles. Since the rejection, Nigerian women have been reacting. The Minister of Women Affairs immediately that day reacted and described the dismissal of the bills as a total letdown.
And I want to urge all Nigerian women not to give up. The struggle continues. We will continue to push until we get there. And I want to appeal to the consciousness of our men that if they know how their mothers toil and suffer for them to be here, and if they know the sacrifices their wives have gone through to bring 4 children for them, and they have daughters, they have sisters, God will pay us back according to what has taken place today.
You can see how passionate she was about that. On Wednesday, women groups stormed the National Assembly complex in Abuja to express displeasure. They're still there, by the way, over the manner federal lawmakers voted against what they described as increased participation of women in politics. They chanted protest songs, and the aggrieved women said the lawmakers deliberately voted against the clauses to further make it impossible to achieve the 35% affirmative action. They're saying that they will have no less than what they demand. Let me play you some of the audio from the walk, which I have here. Yeah, March. They marched on the National Assembly on Wednesday and continue occupying the National Assembly. All the things that happened, the lawmakers voted in a decision to establish the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, to separate that office from the Accountant General of the federal government. Also, they amended the law establishing the Attorney General of the Federation and of the state, separate from the office of the Minister for justice. The same will be for the commissioner for justice at the state level. They also made the offices of the Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice independent. We got reactions following that. Issa Sage forced the National Assembly and for the passage of a bill which enables them to summon the president or governors over security concerns. He said, no, you didn't quite use the right word.
You don't summon your head of state. The head of state is the number one citizen of this country. He is a representative at the international level, and he has to be respected. You can't summon him. I think these are houses of assembly and national assembly should be very careful of the sort of mentality they have and the sort of language they use. If they say invite, you can invite, and you don't need to make it compulsory.
It says you can invite them, you can't summon them. You can't say, I summon the president or I summon the governor. You can say, we invite you, dear sir, we invite. Never mind me. Now, the bill seeks alteration to Section 67 of the Principal Act by inserting a new section, a new subsection after subsection 3. That's a new subsection 4. All right. Also, constitutional lawyers have varying views about this. Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation also maintained that the lawmakers do not have the powers to summon the president. Reacting also to the percentage for women, Professor Issa Sage said this should have been done by the lawmakers.
I think what the National Assembly should have done would have been to make provision for a certain percentage of seats for women in the legislatures, and so that whether they contest with men or not, they will be guaranteed that minimum number of seats. So to that extent, I think the House that rejected the bill was wrong.
It says they were wrong to have rejected that. Now, this big disappointment in Tuesday's amendment was a rejection of women participation. Not just that, the lawmakers also rejected the issue of indigenship, right? So when a woman is born, she's an indigene of wherever her father is from. When she gets married, which state is she from? Is she an indigene of her father's state or her new spouse's state? In situations that we've seen, we've had women who wanted to contest. Their father's state said, no, you are married, you're no longer from here. The husband says, stay there, no, we born you. Well, you're neither from here. Thirdly, the lawmakers also voted against a woman being able to confer citizenship on her non-Nigerian spouse. So as we have right now, if a Nigerian man marries a non-Nigerian woman, the woman can automatically become a Nigerian. She can take on Nigerian citizenship. But a woman cannot do the same. If she marries a non-Nigerian, that non-Nigerian man cannot become a Nigerian. But a lot of you travel to the abroad to go get citizenship. When you marry their wives, their daughters, their children, their females. But the same is not so in Nigeria. Is that because women are less in Nigeria? That's a big question. 0700 993 993 993. I'll take a comment on this one. 0700 993 993 993. Female callers 014657190. Hopefully this behaves. If it doesn't, you should go on to YouTube, yes, and Facebook as well as Twitter. Let me try. I hope I can hear you. Hello, good morning.
Action lady, good morning.
Good. Welcome. I'm glad it's up
Quick
now.
one. Thank you for connecting me with my brother Emmanuel.
You're welcome. Pay me the money.
No,
please.
I always say you are there now. Thank you, my sister.
You're welcome.
Quick one, eh?
Yes, please.
This Emmanuel. No. Oh my God. Lisa the prof, right?
Yes.
It's good that he recognize that they use foul language in summon, right? But when no BJ was there, these guys they use the same language. Jonathan, they use the same language. How come he didn't raise all this? Now, he's raising this because, like I always say, people, what is the most luckiest president? And quick one, action lady, you give us instruction. Don't call once you call 5 o'clock, right? But one of your callers always call back.
No, unless I miss this. Unless I missed
I'm
it.
talking of him. Take note of his voice. Why is that guy like that?
Some other, it's not the only. It's all right. I get you. Thank you very much. It's not the only one. Some other people also are able to squeeze through. If I miss your voice, only if I miss it. If I notice you, you know that I would cut you off. But for 8 o'clock, all of you, I mean, it's open to everybody to call. Twitter, I would also go here at Nigeria Info FM. Remember to use the hashtag Nigeria Info MCF so I can hear you. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Wemimo.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, this Friday from Bolero.
Yes, please.
This the Minister of Justice, Wemimo. I think his minister is under appointment. He's not elected. Because the way he's talking, that the Senate, they don't have power to summon the president. The court don't have power to summon the president. The president is covered by immunity. They won't have power to question the president if it goes wrong, Wemimo. Which means anything that the president does is right. He can do anything and get away with it. Maybe just one year into office, we will wait for 4 years before we he's just talking. He should know that, just like Baba Jimmy said this morning, they don't have 40 months left. After 40 months, if their party is not into power, let opposition come to power.
All right.
Some of them will run to Niger to go and hide. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. Good morning. Hello. Okay, sorry about that. Please try again. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Okay, I can't hear you either. Now on the summon thing. Now there should be checks and balances in the arms of government. So I don't know if this idea of don't summon him, invite him, does it stem from the idea of believing that the executive is superior to the legislature? That's what I think. I think it's the president is bigger than all of you. He's superior to the legislature. The executive is superior to the judiciary and the legislature. So you must accord him that honor, that respect. Talk about that fathership thing that we always do. You don't summon your father. How can you summon a whole president? But the president is the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. They are triplets, right? That according to the Constitution, none is superior to the other. If any is superior, it is the Constitution. Full stop. Good morning, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, thank you for calling.
Yes, my name is Engineer Corey.
You're welcome. What's your hot take?
Thank you very much. Yes. The first thing I want to react to is the issue about women in the seat in the house.
Yes.
Yes, first and foremost, the first time I heard about that amendment, it was funny to me, like saying that we should reserve special seats for women. I don't even understand why that should be a conversation in the first instance, because I believe Nigeria is a society where there is no law that says a woman cannot contest for any post in the country as it is right now. So a man can wake up and say, I want to contest. Same thing for a woman. So it is equal rights for all the genders. So if a woman feels she's eligible to contest and win, let her work for it and let her be in the house on merit.
Okay.
And not because she's a woman.
Okay. Can I? Do you want me to take you on that?
Yes. I'm happy.
Now,
I want to also expand my thought. I don't know why.
That would be good. Now, what you have said is absolutely correct, right? Unfortunately, though, the inequality is in the access to the seat. Now, can anyone contest? Yes, of course, you can wake up and say you want to contest, but that would end as a wish in the kind of Nigeria that we have now, in the systems that political parties have created, in the way the getting the ticket, the money for the ticket, the times of the meetings, the godfatherism, the structures in place does not give room to women. In fact, if you go on the street right now and you ask 10 people, men or women, if they think that they can ever have a female president, a female governor, a female chairman in the local government, they'll tell you no. So if you have such strong inequalities, you have to raise the bar a bit and make it easier for those who have suffered inequality to have access. The inequality is in the access to the space. Do you get it?
Okay, but we cannot now make a law because it's like this school. I read in history that there were times in Nigeria where only the male were allowed to be in school and the females were not allowed, right? Then we are now in an age where women decide to now come back to school. And nobody's asking them to leave the school. And nobody's saying that, okay, in every school you must keep certain number of seats compulsorily for a woman. So the day they decide to take on anything, there is opportunity there for anybody to
No. I don't agree that the opportunity is we're going to be fooling ourselves if we say that the opportunity is lying there. And in truth, I know that really more women need to get up to take those positions. But the truth, again, the reality in today's Nigeria, unless we want to be deceiving ourselves, is let's assume Wemimo say I want to run for the local government chairmanship of Lekki Aja, whatever, Etiosa. Okay. Let's say Etiosa. If I rise up today and say I want to contest, do you think I'm going to get that seat? Just give me 100% chance that as a woman versus a man. What are my chances?
My point. You can't just wake up and say you're entitled to something. You must have worked for it.
No, so the thing is, you are not handing them. Maybe you don't get the point. You're not going to hand them.
Of those who thought that in future, in fact, I love this. The Dora Akuyili. I love that woman so much, and I was waiting for the day that I will be able to campaign with my money for her to run Nigeria, because I feel this is a woman.
Because of time, let me help you get it correctly. So there are different bills. There is one that was saying create an extra seat. So we have 109. We have so number of seats. Add one more at the Senate, add one more at the House of Reps, and give that only one for women. I do not agree to that. I don't think we need an extra seat in the House, because already cost of governance is too expensive.
It's too high.
There is another bill that says in appointing ministers and commissioners, there is a 35% affirmative action. That is not just Nigeria. There's a UN ratification in providing room for women participation in governance, right? They're saying, okay at the ministerial, when you're appointing, you must appoint at least 35%, right? Now they cut that from 35% to 20%. There's a third one that then says at political parties enforce this 35% rule also. This does not mean that you will go and you shop for women and give them the ticket. It means you will leave a 35% gap and make sure that only women can take that slot, and they can wait. Let me finish. Okay. And then they can contest with men, and then the voters can choose who they want. It doesn't mean that the woman would win, but it means that she would have a better chance to contest with the man.
Okay,
do you get it?
Okay, that's fine.
All right, thank you very much. 5 minutes. Wow. Good morning, hello.
Yeah, good morning, Wemimo.
Thank you for calling.
You've praised for me,
welcome.
Yeah, it's speaking about the bad.
Your radio has to be off. You know that, right?
Yeah, I've done that.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, concerning the man that was insulting the people, that we don't have the right to summon the president, and can only invite. I see it as a slap on the face of Nigerians, because we are the one that put them there. Though it's not his fault, because when somebody has also insulted the students, the Nigerian Association of Nigerian Students, when they ask him questions, he walked off. The money they are being paid is from the sweat of these people. And when the people see that something is going wrong, they should be able to question you. You should be able to question your actions, question why you are doing all of those things. Well, anyway, I always remember what Mr. Chris do say, that we should just go and work on our PVC and know what to do at the right time. I want to say, because everything is just paining me on a daily basis. We are getting frustrated, getting annoyed. They are annoying Nigerians for so long. It's too much.
Thank you very much for calling. Let me take one more before my break. Good morning, hello.
Good morning, Wemimo.
Thank you for calling, and well.
You're welcome. This is Jay from Yaba.
Welcome.
Starting with the president, whether you want to summon or invite, or they need to be able to, as you said, have checks and balances. In the UK, Boris Johnson went through what he went through. We can't just sit here and accept everything from the president without questioning one or two things. Now, to the woman matter about rejecting us in all the, I can't remember the details. I think that, so they want our votes, but they don't want us to have opportunities. It's total. How can I marry somebody as a citizen and you tell me they cannot have I don't get that. How did they, what are the reasons behind some of the laws and whatever we have, it doesn't even make any sense. Am I actually a Nigerian citizen?
That's a question.
I think it's time for women, as Davido said, wake up and jumpstart. They will not give you anything. We need to make it happen for ourselves.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much for calling. Okay, we have a treasure hunt live right now. Good news for you before I go on a break. If you have the Nigerian Info mobile app, congratulations. If you don't have it, run and download the mobile app right now. The hunt is live. You go on the mobile app. After downloading it, you launch the app and then you search everywhere in the app. Search, just keep opening everywhere and search. What are you looking for? You're looking for a picture of the Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Once you find the picture, anywhere you find it, click on it. Once you click it, there'll be a box that pops up. Fill in your name and your details correctly and click submit. The first person, we're going to say the first person over here who successfully finds that image, clicks on it, fills in the details, and submits the details will be a winner today. You're up to win 5,000 naira. Don't dull. All right, make sure that you get on this very quickly. Okay, next stop, let us talk about Petrol. Let me play you this audio that I got yesterday. It's in Yoruba, I'll translate.
wàá yọ táǹkì epo ẹ̀ dání ni tó o bá ti yọ dání èmi báyìí nísìn wọn ò ta kẹ́gì mọ́ a máa yọ táǹkì ilé epo mọ́tò báyìí nísìn àti mọ́tò àti kẹ́gì sí ìtọ́ ń tà mọ́ ṣé wáyé wá báyìí kàyéésì.
All right, so there's an image here and it shows people carrying the tank. So they remove the tank of their generators. They remove the tanks of their car. Let me see. Let me play it for you on the live feed. Tunde, if you have it, please show it to them. So they remove the tanks, right? And they took it to the filling station. So the fuel issue is still on the front burner. The queues are everywhere. Our correspondent went out also to monitor activities in Lagos. He spoke to some motorists. Listen to this.
I've been on the queue since 8. I've been on the queue right from that roundabout. I'm just how many meters now to the police station. I'm not sure whether if I can get fuel by today.
I came here 10 a.m. this morning. Since then, I've been still on the queue. You can see it's not moving. It wasn't like this. So last week, it was better last week. But this one started this Monday. Today, it's worse.
I don't dey here 1 hour. They wait. The line no they move well. I no buy fuel last week. I say fuel don't come out. But this week, it don't worse. Even for Anthony himself, he worse. I say, I come Island, come buy her. I come Island, he come worse. So we never know where we they go like this. So
the situation is getting worse day by day. Federal government, they will just keep telling us because it does not affect them. If it affects them, they will find solution to this thing. And they know what to do, but they won't do it. Just because I don't care attitude.
It says they don't care. Do they care? What's for looking like? Moi, over here, I parked my car. It's only going short distances. Pick the kids, go back home. Because, man, I can't deal. So you're going to tell me how you're coping when I return from the break. Also, Omoyele Sowore has officially declared to run for president in 2023. Let's talk about that and some more after the break. Don't go away.
When opportunity knocks, Doreen answers. It rolls up its sleeves.
Welcome back. Petrol situation in Lagos, not just Lagos, across Nigeria is something else. In case you missed this earlier, I'm going to play it to you again. It's in Yoruba, but man, it just totally describes the situation. Give me 1 minute. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, you'll be watching it, but just listen to this. This guy says it in a very witty way.
Wàá yọ táǹkì epo ẹ̀ dání ni tó o bá ti yọ dání èmi báyìí nísìn wọn ò ta kẹ́gì mọ́ a máa yọ táǹkì ilé epo mọ́tò báyìí nísìn àti mọ́tò àti kẹ́gì ṣe kọ́.
Can you see the tank?
Can you see? Kí lè tún kí tún lélẹ̀? Táǹkì mọ́tò lẹ gbé wá ẹ̀.
Oh my goodness. Someone actually brought the whole tank, a car fuel tank, removed it and brought it. Others queued with tanks of their generators. That's what they're buying fuel with now. The situation is getting worse. It's getting worse and really alarming. I also told you that Omoyele Sowore has officially declared to run for presidency in 2023. Tell me your thoughts about this. How are you coping with the fuel situation right now? How do you buy fuel? The queues are all over the place. The Lagos State government said don't park on the road. Make sure you're not causing traffic. But I mean, I'm very sure that instruction is not being followed anywhere in Lagos. I see people, when I'm coming in at 4 a.m., people are already at the filling station queuing up to buy fuel at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. So I wonder what time they started, excuse me, if they sold fuel throughout the night. Excuse me. I also wonder the strain on the those working at these filling stations, because now they have to work extra hours, you know. And if you're storing fuel, you need to be extra careful, please. 0700 993 993 993 080 9597585 is WhatsApp. In the midst of this, our Minister of Petroleum Resources is in Nairobi, Kenya. From there, he'll be going to London for a 2-week routine medical check that will last about 2 weeks. Yep. Here we go. Good morning, hello.
Yeah, good morning, my sister. Your name just
the name is, I was waiting for you. The name is Wemimo.
Yeah, that's my senior sister's name. I was trying to quickly crack my brain.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
My name is Adewuni Patrick.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the buying fuel has been tough. It's not been an easy experience. But the position of the Lagos State government that people should not park on the road, I don't even think we need to be told before we do what the governor has said or the government has said.
Yeah.
When you get to a filling station or you want to queue anywhere, just form a lane and don't form 2-3 lanes and now block the road that the road that is insufficient before will now be spending 4 hours. Someone who struggled to fuel now burns the fuel in 4 hours to just get to his house. He's wasted it. So there's need for us to engage common sense.
Right.
And as for the Minister of Petroleum that has traveled, we give him an applause.
Thank you very much for calling. That's correct. I mean, you queue for hours to buy fuel. After buying the fuel, to leave the queue or to leave the traffic to go home, you burnt all the fuel. Help me understand how that makes sense. Right. Good morning. Hello. Sorry about that. Please call again. Let me read some comments. Okay, I'm coming back to the phone lines. Adebayo Israel Tamiwa on Facebook. The last time I got petrol was on Tuesday, and I had to pay the attendant. I got to pay the attendant. You didn't tell me how much, and it was 200 naira per liter. Sonda Kayode says, nah, don't worry about that. Sun City, Sai Hajdi, I don't know how to call this name. Saijani. Is that Tijani that you wrote like this? Oh gosh, people and vibes. I wish Omoyele Sowore good luck. He should be careful and vigilant. Let him remember late Anthony Olufunso Williams, how he was silenced in 2006. Idoko Philipet, Wemimo, I stand with the position of the engineer that you just engaged. That is a fact, undisputable. No need for reservation of seat for any gender. Yes, there's equality in nature for every gender. Let us go with the this is too long. It's too long. Okay, you're saying you challenge myself and every woman out there to do away with the spirit of inferiority complex, which is a bane of this demand for special attention. You think that you stand with women advocacy, but you think women should not be asking for any reserved seat. Wemimo, to be honest, the women are not making a move for equal representation. Instead, they are agitating for complete takeover of government. What's wrong with that? What if women take over the government? How can they say 35% will be left for only women and the rest 65% be left open for both women and men? No, come on. If you want 50-50, then push for it. This bill is like saying when you build an office complex, you will build female-only restroom and the second restroom be open male. No, that's not it now. I don't have power. It's truly. Good morning. Hello. Oh, hello.
Good morning. My name is Chika.
Thanks for calling. What's your hot take?
Well, on this petrol scarcity.
Yes.
The truth of the matter is that he's not getting funny. He's not getting funny at all. Because the worst aspect of it is that you have to, at times, they have to queue for 2 hours, and when it's about to get to your turn, the station says they are no longer selling.
I don't know what thing they pass. They pain past that thing. Oh. That thing can pain.
It happened to me on Tuesday. After like an hour, 15 minutes, just a vehicle before mine, and they're like, they're no longer selling. After upgrading, they said they're no longer selling. And I don't understand why is NNPC keep insulting us or playing with our brain that they have 1.7 billion liters in stock, and yet this thing is nowhere to be found.
Right.
Are they stocking it for minister till he come back?
I have no idea.
Please let them help us.
Thank you very much. We have a winner for our treasure hunt. Congratulations. I'm checking an imaginary checker for you. Your name is David Shogbola. Congratulations. You're in Petrol, Lagos. Yes, congratulations to you. Someone will get in touch with you, David Shogbola. Congratulations. You've won yourself 5,000 naira for being a good hunter. So get ready. On other shows you'd also be playing for 5,000 naira. Go download the mobile app. Get ready. You should search everywhere. Just keep opening all the pages. I'm giving you a fufu. Open up all the pages, search and find it. You're a hunter. Be a good one. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, Mimo. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling.
Mimo, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank
Happiness
you.
for me, Kurudu.
Welcome.
Hope you are working on our line. The female
yes, please. We are. Pardon.
Okay.
Please bear with us.
Right.
Please bear with us.
Talking about the women bill. Women, it's just unfortunate that these people, they don't mean well for the women. Just so unfortunate. Maybe they are suffering. They said it's a man's word. They are suffering. They are killed for fuel. They will keep suffering. They don't want women to hold any position. They don't know if there is a woman that will deliver them from all these they are suffering. They don't want us to come out. Women, it is well.
Thank you.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you very much. Is that you people? You don't want us to come out. Be there now. I just like the vibe. Okay. I'm taking comments still from YouTube. From there, I'm heading to. I hope I can slide over there and read a few from WhatsApp. Except for divine intervention and women's decision. And men's decision, rather, a woman cannot be president. The women in politics are very few, while the men control the situation of voting, including the women's chance to vote during election. That's precisely why we need legislation to back it up. The space is very tough. That's just the truth. Good morning. Hello. Sorry about that. Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Wemimo.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
This is Jeff calling from Radio.
Please go ahead.
If the National Assembly cannot summon the president, please can they summon the Minister of Petroleum?
They should forget about the president. I mean, they should just summon the Minister of Petroleum.
We are talking about constitutionality now. If we are talking about respect. If my father is not doing well, I will ask him to come. If you say invite, he has the right to turn down your invitation.
Yes.
But if constitutionally the National Assembly is empowered to summon him, they will summon him and he come and see them.
Yeah, that's a difference. Thank you very much.
I don't know why you always mix up this emotion and constitutionality. It's wrong.
It's your lawmakers. It's not me.
They say that it's fuel, but We are suffering to get that fuel here.
Thank you very much for calling. Let me take a few comments from WhatsApp. I've had to come to this side. Oops, my goodness. So many. Where do we even begin from? I'm just going to read randomly. Ita Sage should tell Nigerians that the National Assembly should go kneel on their knees before the president. Does he think Buhari will be live president? Presidents all over the world are summoned. It's an official language, says Justin on WhatsApp. Remember, the Nigerian government should take the data of those who want to go and support Ukraine and fight Russia so that when they bring problems between Nigeria and Russia in the future, they and their families should be held responsible. Because I see them bringing trouble to Nigeria. How? They go for two. Thank you. This is very long. Henry from Shomolu. Wemimo, to be honest, the women are not... Oh, okay. I think I read this already on Facebook. That man that said Buhari cannot be summoned does not know what he's saying. The present regime doesn't understand the meaning of service. Being a president, he's there to serve. So if they decide to use the word summon, so be it. Not them vote so them get the right to summon them if them wish. I tried to read your pigeon. Joseph from Surulere. Constitution review should not be for women. That's according to I have no name. That review should be done at political party level. Probably the electoral bill should handle that portion. Also, like we have in party gentleman agreement about rotational presidency, that can be adopted in parties. I guess there are more women than men in these parties. Let them come together and do the needful. Wait, stop playing me music. All right, that's my cue to go, right? I'll see you again shortly. I think I'll have 1 minute to wrap up after this. Stay here.
This is an 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's